Guys, we're here with W.T.F car reviews, and today we're going to be reviewing the all-new 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport. And a big thanks to T and the rest of the management and staff here at Toyota of Tampa Bay for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to our inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for T. And for those of you guys who don't know, the Tacoma started off as Toyota's compact pickup truck back in 1995. Moving up to a mid-size platform in 2005 for the second generation, and sticking through it through this all-new fourth generation Tacoma released this year for 2024. Sharing a platform now with the Tundra and adopting a new, more powerful 2.4-liter turbo four-cylinder with an available, more powerful hybrid powertrain available later this year too. There are 6 trims available for the 2024 Tacoma, starting with a $31,000 base all the way up to the $52,000 limited. We already reviewed a $36,000 SR5, and here we have the middle of the pack TRD Sport with a couple of really noticeable and useful upgrade packages with a base price of $39,000. What else do we get for that money? Let's jump right in. So obviously these wheels and tires are part of those upgrade packages. The standard features, we get these LED headlamps with black headlight housing, looks like a halogen or incandescent turn signal up front with LED fog lights as well. Full front parking sensing, Toyota badge, massive airflow for the radiator up top and intercooler down below with functional airflow in both corners in the front end. The TRD Sport also gets this aggressive sport hood. We'll see when we pop it if this is functional airflow. As far as I can see, it's partially functional and partially blocked off, but the TRD off-road package, which sits above this 2024 TRD Sport, does not get that sport hood. That's a reason why I may consider going, or not me personally, but you may consider going with a TRD Sport with the sport hood with the upgraded wheels and tires that we have here over a TRD off-road. These wheels and tires, as you guys can see, are Nitto Ridge Grappler all-terrain, some of the most aggressive all-terrains in the business, whereas the TRD off-road gets BF Goodrich Terrain Trail Runners, which are still a really good all-terrain tire, but these Nitto Ridge Grapplers are definitely a more aggressive setup. Just look at that tread pattern. The dimensions being 265/65 R18. TRD rims too, they're black and silver contrast with a 6-lug pattern, black lug nuts, and a pretty beefed up brake caliper. It looks like a dual piston, but could very well be a 4. Looks like we have a couple of inches, maybe an inch of additional ride height too to fit these larger, more beefy tires. Fender flares, blacked out Tacoma badge in the lower right corner. We get a TRD running board set up here too. We'll check out the window sticker, see how much everything costs. 2-tone contrasted mirror, LED turn signal on it, 2-tone contrasted door handles with 2-door smart access for the driver and a front passenger. Black trim for the bottom part of the window trim. Not quite sure why it was yelling at me for so long. But up top we get a shark fin style antenna, no sunroof or moonroof, but not necessarily a big deal. We don't get a push to open gas cap and no latches to pull. You can throw in regular fuel here too for this 2.7-liter turbo, but as with most turbo engines, I'd probably stick with premium. The rear wheel and tire setup is the same thing as up front. The only difference is a smaller brake caliper. Still have the Nitto Ridge Grappler all-terrains, 265/65 R18. Hopefully you get a good look at the frame and suspension setup. No leaf springs here either for this all-new 4th generation Tacoma. Sure helped the ride quality tremendously. Same with these beefy all-terrains. TRD Sport badge in the upper right part of the bed, rear fender area, and a Toyota TRD specific exhaust, which we'll hear how it sounds in 1 second. We get a trailer hitch too. The max towing on the Tacoma is 6,500 pounds with a 1,700 pound max payload. This specific truck has a max payload a little bit closer to 1,200 pounds. Anyway, we get straps in both corners too, which kind of can function as bottle openers if you're tailgating. That can liven up the party. Before we check out the bed, let's take a step over here to the side and get a quick look at the window sticker here on this 2024 Tacoma TRD Sport 4x2 double cab. Standard features, you guys can pause, take a look. It comes loaded. $720 for the audio multimedia upgrade, which gives the 14.2-inch massive touchscreen, and $4,355 for the TRD Sport upgrade package for the 2-wheel drive model, giving us the 8-way power adjustable front seats, leather trimmed heated steering wheel, JBL premium audio with JBL Flex portable speaker, AC power inverter in the bed, integrated trailer brake controller, and a power horizontal rear view mirror. $1,595 for these all-terrains, which is a pretty decent value considering the Ridge Grapplers go for upwards of $400 a pop before installation or balance. So $1,600, not necessarily the end of the world. $1,499 for the cast aluminum running boards. That's a little pricey. $699 for the Toyota Guard Platinum. $149 for the black exhaust tip. $79 for the phone cable charge cable. $4,025 in total options. $1,495 for the destination charge, and a total price a tick under 50,000 bucks before any dealer added add-ons. 22 combined MPGs, 20 in the city, 24 on the highway. That's about it though, guys. You can take a step out towards the bed area and see what we have going on. Toyota etched in this grab handle right next to our backup camera. It is of course locked. We can unlock it real quick with the click of a button. Here's our Toyota key. Hopefully you can pick it up. No remote engine start stop, unfortunately, at least not standard here on the Tacoma. We get a damp tailgate. It says Tacoma on the top part of the tailgate, and a composite bed liner. You can see the screws in the corner. 4 sets of tie downs, and here we get 2 USB-C ports, a 12 volt, and a chip with some waterproof storage as well. More waterproof storage down below, and a 400 watt 120 volt AC outlet, and bed rails up top, helping you strap in everything that you could potentially need to with a about 1,200 pound payload capacity. I mentioned a black exhaust tip. That is an option. And speaking of the exhaust tip, let's fire up this 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine, and here how she sounds. Alright guys, that was the sound of the 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder sold by Toyota for the 2024 Tacoma. And it sounds okay, making a very healthy amount of power at 270 horsepower, 317 pound-feet of torque. Made it to an 8-speed automatic transmission. You can expect 0 to 60 in the high 6s to low 7-second range. I mentioned the hood scoop from earlier for the TRD Sport. We don't get it on the off-road, and as you guys can see, it is a functional hood scoop. And because of that hood scoop, it may be a reason why a lot of you guys may consider going for a Sport with the upgraded wheel and tire package over an actual TRD off-road. Now you guys can see those LED fog lights in the corner. That's about it though, guys, for the outside of this 2024 Tacoma TRD Sport. Let's hop inside and see what we get with a tick under $50,000 price after destination and some really useful options and features. But up top, just like the SR5 hard plastic, same thing with the center, but we get a gushy soft armrest, nice grab handle, 4-window auto one touch, 4-way adjustable mirrors, and 2 tiers of storage. You'll fit a foot long in here. You'll probably stack 2 on top of each other or have 2 24-ounce bottles. Nice area for some note cards or work or car accessories. We get the upgraded JBL sound system. We don't get the removable center speaker because this Toyota dealership removes it in case somebody comes overnight and steals it. The seats are fully electric adjustable. We get 4-way lumbar. You can recline, drop, lift, and slide. They're cloth seats, well bolstered and pretty comfortable for a cloth seat. Got to go up to the higher trims to get the leather. Anyway, taking a step inside, we can really check it out. So foot on the brake, engine start stop. It says TRD on it, and everything fires right to life. So the interior here overall is very similar to the SR5 we reviewed in this channel, outside of this massive 14-inch touchscreen, which we can't really go over anyway because Toyota requires you to put in all your information to set this up, which isn't too tough to do. It's just for the potential owner of this vehicle. I wouldn't want them having all my information. So you guys can check out some YouTube tutorials and just see how good of a responding system and resolution system this new Toyota infotainment really is, because it is impressive. I'm just not able to demonstrate it for you guys. The steering wheel is really thick, solid 10 and 2, great 9 and 3, with stitching for the horn area. The horn itself, really loud and aggressive. People will definitely be getting out of your way. We don't get dual pane windows, but they're a thick single pane of glass. On the left side, we can adjust our infotainment, adjust the volume, voice commands, return, hang up and answer our phone call. Speaking of the infotainment, right now we're looking at overall settings. We can see voltometer, power distribution, boost gauge. We can alternate between a voltometer and oil temperature. We can slide over to power distribution, since it's just 2-wheel drive, not necessarily necessary, and a boost gauge. That's probably my personal favorite to leave it at all times. Digital speedo up top, 120 mile an hour digitally illuminated speedometer on a 12.3-inch digital gauge display. The stocks have a satisfying click, auto headlamps, daytime running lights, and fog lights controlled on this stock. On the right side, no auto rain sensing wipers, but wouldn't really be expected at this price point. We have our radar cruise control adjustments and our skip controls, lane keep assist as well. Tilt and telescoping steering wheel, interior brightness and high beam control. You can turn on or off your auto high beams, traction control, and turn on or off your AC outlet, and in-bed lighting. Hopefully you get a good look at the aluminum outline pedals for the TRD Sport. The dashboard is just hard plastic. We mentioned the huge 14-inch touchscreen, and since it's a horizontal display, you can actually get a really good look at your backup camera. Let's take a quick look at the backup camera. It takes up the entire massive screen with guidance lines and trajectory. You can see everything behind us with our parking sensors, hopefully you saw just now as well. dual zone or single zone automatic climate control. This adjusts the temperature, this adjusts the vents on the opposite side, heated seats, heated steering wheel, and our vent adjustments down below. Wireless phone charging pad, 2 USB-C ports, electronic parking brake with brake hold. The gear selector controls the 8-speed automatic transmission, red TRD logo. The manual shifts are in the improper direction, but you can still upshift and downshift manually. That's nice. Tow haul mode and drive mode. Let's see our drive modes. We get sport, normal, and eco mode. We'll start the review off in normal. Try out sport, try out eco, and just see what the differences are. Auto engine start stop will disable for this review. 2 cup holders. You'll fit probably 24, maybe 32 ounce water bottles. You get a pretty soft injection molded plastic armrest. It's not quite as soft as I would like, but it does feel pretty waterproof. So for long-term truck use, not bad. You'll easily fit 6 to 8 12-ounce cans in the center console. The glove box, we have 2 tiers. It says Tacoma up top with black lettering and like a bronze outline with a storage pocket that can probably fit 5 or 6 pairs of socks. You'll easily fit a pair of shoes in this glove box, maybe 2 pairs of shoes if you're under a size 10 or 11. Big thumbs up to Toyota for the storage in this pickup truck. The rear view mirror is frameless and auto dimming. We have 3 garage home link settings on it. The interior lights are LED. We have a 5th opening window, which is electronically opening, so you don't have to reach out back to open it. That's also nice if you got your windows down and you don't want it to be buffering inside. Sunglass holder, and that's about it for the front seat of this 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport. Let's hop out back, see how much space is offered back there, as well as the overall quality of the material. So up top, just hard plastic, just like it was up front. Hard plastic in the center and a hard plastic armrest. It does say TRD on the door panel though, auto one-touch window, that is appreciated. Solid storage, you'll stack 2 footlongs on top of each other. Additional one of your JBL speakers. Legroom looks okay. It's competitive with the mid-size segment, but it's not any bigger than it was in the previous generation. We can lift these seats up. Ton of storage underneath. You could throw a ton of fishing, hunting equipment back there, and you can drop these seats down as well. Hopefully you pick up the storage. You have your subwoofer back there and your flat tire, inflation, and fix kit behind the passenger rear seat. You can throw a bunch more secret storage stuff in there. Space though, running board helps a lot. This grab handle does too. I'm a little bit over 6 feet tall sitting behind my seat settings, and I'm starting to run out of legroom. I have about 1 inch of it. Headroom, I have about 2 inches of it. So if you're over 6'3", 6'4", you may start to run out of space behind your seat settings, but behind the passenger, I'm sure they can compromise 1 inch or 2 of their space, make things a little bit easier for you. For a mid-size pickup, it's a competitive back seat. The lights back here are LED. Cup holders, USB-C ports, but no air vents that blow directly into your face. There is something going on under the front seat, but nothing that blows in our face. And an additional 120 volt, 400 watt AC outlet, mat pocket behind the passenger seat. That's about it though, guys, for the inside and outside of this 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport. It is a beautiful pickup inside and out with a base price under $45,000, under $50,000 after destination, even with these massive Nitto Ridge Grappler all-terrain tires, which completely transformed the look of this pickup. Performance-wise, with this 2.4 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder, which is more powerful than the outgoing 4 liter V6, let's take this 2024 Tacoma TRD Sport out for a drive and see what it's got. All right, guys, now we're just about seeing everything we need to see with the inside and outside of the all-new 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport with the all-terrain upgrade package. Let's take it out for a drive and see what it's got. My first impressions, these Nitto Ridge Grapplers do an amazing job of absorbing all the bumps from the road. The ride quality feels significantly improved with these tires compared to the regular SR5 we reviewed. We can take a step out here. Throttle response is okay. Once the boost kicks in, definitely feels more than powerful enough. We'll try out these train tracks. Very good ride quality. And the suspension tuning here makes it feel soft, but it's still not soft enough to feel like you're loopy. So the handling through the turn remains nice and sharp with surprisingly good steering weight. Not as heavy as the outgoing generation, but it still gives you a very solid amount of heft to make you feel comfortable knowing where you are on the road. All right, guys, taking a step out here. Yeah, with these bigger tires, you definitely feel a little bit less response with the throttle because of the just larger rotational mass. But as soon as that boost kicks in, it not only feels responsive, it feels noticeably quicker compared to the outgoing 4 liter V6. And at speed, even though these are aggressive all-terrains, I don't hear any road noise, no vibrations from the tires. Nitto does such a good job with these all-terrains. They're probably one of the best in the business. Them, Toyo, BF Goodrich, they're all about the same, but these Nittos do a great job. Lane keep assist does a lot to keep us in the lane, so make sure you use your turn signals when changing them. Throwing it into sport, we'll see what changes up. Brakes feel the same, steering feels about the same too. No, a little bit heavier. Throttle, about halfway. Responsive and strong. Mid-range is really strong with this turbo. Brakes feel really good. Throwing it in. Responsive steering. Looks like we're good on the gas. Woo! Quick shifts. The top end doesn't blow you away, but that mid-range is really strong. You get to highway speed just about effortlessly. For a 4-cylinder engine, it sounds surprisingly beefy. Try out some passing power about a third of the way. Responsive and quick. Definitely gets out of its own way. Way more responsive and way stronger for the low to mid range compared to that 4-liter V6. Throttle response is not quite as good, and the top end may not be quite the same screamer as that V6 was, but that mid range, which is where 85% of your driving will be in the mid range RPMs, it feels not only stronger but significantly stronger. And now on concrete pavement, we do hear a little bit road noise, but it's not because of the tires, it's more so because of the isolation. I still don't feel any vibration or any hum with these all-terrains. Definitely a great tire choice for a more off-road oriented pickup. We could throw it into eco mode, see what changes up. The throttle immediately gets a lot less sensitive, and the steering becomes what it was in normal mode. Even with this turbocharged power plant, this eco mode feels a little bit too dull for my liking. You got to step on the gas about halfway before the transmission reacts and decides to downshift you. For that reason, I would leave it in normal mode for daily driving. I wouldn't put it into sport unless I was trying to show off to my friends. Normal mode would probably be sufficient enough for 99% of situations. Overall, guys, if you're looking for a pickup that can do some off-roading, that can pull about 6,000, 6,500 pounds, and can carry about 1,200 plus pounds in the bed, this is a great choice to go with. It is quick, it is powerful. With these beefy all-terrain tires, it is capable, and with a base price under 45,000 bucks after destination and after this upgraded wheel and tire package, we're still looking at under 50,000 under destination after destination. This is an unbelievable value pickup. About half throttle, feels beefy, steering feels responsive, and the interior is surprisingly quiet. Nice. One more time, eco mode, steering feels a lot lighter. Half throttle in eco. Yeah, we shift around 3,400 RPM in eco mode, about half throttle. In sport, we would be going close to full throttle, or full range to the RPMs, that red line. Overall, guys, if you're looking for a pickup that can tow over 6,000 pounds, can carry over 1,000 pounds in the bed, can do 0 to 60 in under 7 seconds, and can just feel powerful throughout the entire rev range, this 2024 Toyota Tacoma TRD Sport is a great way to go. And if you get it with this upgraded wheel and tire package, these Nitto Ridge grapplers I think are the best off-road tire on the road today. If you get this with 4-wheel drive, I think it can outperform a TRD off-road even without the locking differentials. If that's what you're looking for, guys, I would definitely recommend checking one out. And a big thanks to T and the rest of the management and staff here at Toyota of Tampa Bay for helping make this review possible. I'll leave a link to our inventory below, and if you're looking for a new car, SUV, or truck in the Tampa area, I would definitely recommend checking these guys out and ask for T. And a huge thanks to all you guys for watching. I had a great time making this video. If you're new to the channel, please subscribe. If you've already subscribed, thank you so much. You guys know the channel is just not possible without you, and I really appreciate the constant support. But again, if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. Leave a like too. It really helps me out with the YouTube algorithm. That's how these videos get promoted to new people. Leave a comment. Let me know what you like. Let me know what you don't like. Leave a comment. Let me know if there's any specific cars, SUVs, or trucks you want to see reviewed on this channel, and I'll definitely try getting those videos for you ASAP. But other than that, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope all of you have a great day.